nahe.
Dig, Gloria.
Yeru bache.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the stream today. We have a very special set of streams for the next couple days. We are, raising money for the World Wildlife Federation, and we are doing this through an event called Virtually Unstoppable, put together by Petrichoral, and it's a whole bunch of us VTubers working to raise money for this wonderful charity to help with animal conservation and study of animals and all that cool stuff. Specifically for this stream today, we are doing what I like to call the World of Wilds. And essentially, we're doing a improv docu-safari style stream where me and today we have Misty here. We are going to be going around and just observing the wildlife, talking about the wildlife, talking about the ecology, and whatever antics happen. One thing I would also like to show you guys real quick is we have some donations incentives here. And here we go. Whoop. So we have a couple goals. At 5 British pounds, you can tweet for me. At 25, I'll do a crocodilian tier list. At 50, I'll do a presentation on my favorite animal. At 75, I'll do a presentation of chat's favorite animal. And at 100, y'all get to choose a rage game for me to play for one stream, which, let me tell you, that's gonna be a that scares me way more than it scares anyone else. We also have some individual donation incentives. At £5, we have either myself or Misty. We will take a selfie with whatever monster we are closest to. Make sure you specify that in the donation. At 10, for £10, we have a David Attenborough voice for 15 minutes. Again, please specify who you'd like to do that. And at 20, we will do a Steve Irwin impression. Once again, please specify who will do that. Is it just the Steve Irwin voice, or is it going to be something else? Well, you'll have to donate to find out. But with everything we got going on today, what I would like to do right now is I would like Misty to introduce herself to all of y'all. Misty?
Hello. I didn't want to interrupt too much while you were saying things. My name is Mist. You can also call me Misty. I am a variety game streamer from the UK. So that is we're actually helping WWF UK this time. So I'm excited to be taking part. I am a vampire VTuber, so I'm actually half human and half vampire, but naturally any self-respecting vampire needs to have their bat form on show, so you get me in this wonderful fluffy form today. I play lots of stuff. I have a wide range of gaming interests, but I really love the Monster Hunter franchise, so I'm excited. I'm excited to get exploring and talk about some of these awesome places.
I'm actually so happy that you're with us here today, Misty. We were actually talking a little bit, and what's really cool is it seems both of us have actually played a lot of Monster Hunter games.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really interesting having kind of two people who have had a large amount of Monster Hunter exposure being able to kind of look at this new game through the lens of grizzled veterans. We'll say that we are grizzled Monster Hunter veterans.
Forged through many fires and many battles.
Many fires, many battles, and also laying on many carts. Many carts.
Oh, yeah.
So, the first zone we have today, we are actually going to be looking around the Windward Plains. It looks like right now it is currently in fallow season. So for anyone who does not play Monster Hunter Wilds, one of the interesting new mechanics that they have in the game is seasons. So there are 3 types of seasons. There's the season of fallow, the season of plenty, and inclemency. Inclemency is usually like the zone specific, like super crazy weather thing that happens, which in Windward Plains is called the sand tide. It looks like right now this is a season of fallow, which means at any point today we might actually get to experience the sand tide.
Exciting.
And when we experience the sand tide, who knows, we might even run into the apex of the area. Ooh, that'll be scary.
Ooh.
That'll be very scary indeed. So I think let me take a look. We're gonna look at our handy dandy map. I'm channeling my inner Blue's Clues right now. So I think we'll head out to this area first. We're gonna take a look at what we see out here. So as you can see in the Windward Plains, while it is called the Windward Plains, there's actually a whole lot of rocky formations here, which is quite interesting. We'll get into that a little bit later, but as we're going through here on our secret, we actually see that there's these kind of cool little crystals, which I believe are called fulgurite. Oh.
Yes.
And
There's
I think
lots of fulgurite around, and we also occasionally get upsurges of fulgurite, depending on the weather. I think it's a bit more common towards the sand tides.
That is, I believe that is something that I've only seen a couple times. I don't know, maybe I've just been very unlucky, but that's really cool. I actually didn't fully know that it was specifically towards sand tide.
I'm not sure. Please don't quote me on that. I do not have my degree in the Windward Plains yet.
Keyword
but I feel
yet.
like it's yeah.
Keyword yet.
Definitely gonna keep exploring, keep learning.
So as we're out here now, we actually are seeing a couple different really interesting species. We have, let me see, I think I can actually get out my binoculars right now. We can take a look at this. So this first one we have here is actually called the Chemetry. So this is what is commonly referred to in the Monster Hunter universe is a brute wyvern. Smaller brute wyvern has the ability to kind of make some sparks out of its tail feathers, and then it lights stuff on fire. I'm actually not 100% sure if this is like a carnivore or more of a herbivore. I actually should probably check. We have this wonderful thing.
I'm not sure.
We have this wonderful thing here called the Monster Field Guide. Let me actually take a look at that real quick. So, what's very cool.
There's a second Cumatrice that's just shown up, and they are.
Oh, really?
They're actually squaring off right now.
Oh, it looks like they're having a territorial dispute here, and they're causing the Serenita. I think they're the Serenitoths. I think that's the name of them. Oh, they're having a dispute. Oh, the larger one looks like he's brought him down a little bit. He's actually setting him. He's actually throwing fire at him from his tail. Oh my goodness, this is an insane thing to see.
Yeah, that's a really good display of their characteristics that you were talking about a minute ago. We actually got to see it in the wild without provoking them and taking a scorching ourselves.
Oh, that's insane. Oh, look at Alma. Why are you in the way? Stop it. It looks like one of the Serenitoths has actually been killed here. Oh my goodness. This just goes to show that even like what some of us may consider a small brute wyvern is still quite a deadly creature. As you can see, like there's already a couple of dead small herbivores here just from the fight that these two Chemetries had with each other.
Definitely wouldn't want to get in the way of that myself.
Absolutely, for sure. It also probably doesn't help. There's this kind of flora here. I think these are, what are these called? These are called thorn. This is called thorn grass. I believe we probably. Yeah. I think you might get damage going to it. I'm gonna find out. Let's see. Yeah. Oh,
first-hand experience.
Yes. You can actually get damaged, as seen by my health pool going down.
See, the things that we do to help you all understand the wilds here.
It's very important. We need to make sure we strive to educate everybody about the wilds. It looks like it's getting pretty dark now, actually. I think it's officially
these materials
nighttime,
too.
which,
Check your field pouch.
It is.
in some ways, this kind of reminds me of what it looks like with sand tide approaching, because, not only is the sand tide just a big sandstorm, there's actually a lot of lightning and thunder during that time, and it can get pretty scary. Ooh.
It is.
We also got these
yeah.
little guys here.
Yeah, these windrunners. We actually have one of the rare species here as well. We have a black windrunner, which is heading the pack there as they scamper off into the distance.
Oh, that is really interesting.
I really love the endemic life in this game, so don't get me started or I could talk for a while on them.
Well, you know what? I think that is totally awesome. We get to learn so much about it. So what you were saying is like the black windrunner is more of like the pack leader.
I don't know if they're considered leaders. The black ones are a rare variant of them. Let me just pull out my handy dandy hunter notes and see if it does tell us anything a bit more specific about the black one in there. It has charcoal skin and a large frame. While it could be a type of melanistic mutation, there are enough unique examples to suggest this might even be a subspecies. Their role in the pack and relationship with others of their kind are important topics that warrant further study. So we don't know yet if they are specifically the leader, but they are larger than the other ones.
It's very interesting. Oh, we have to be a little careful. There's a stampeding herd coming our way, running right by. Oh, it looks like everything's fine. Oh, no! Oh.
Hello?
Well, they don't seem too afraid of us, at least, but they do seem like they're running from something.
Hopefully nothing too scary.
I hope so, too. Oh, thank you, Northford, for the sub. I appreciate it. I might not get to all the subs and follows, as this is a collab and we're also trying to be as documentary-like as possible, but thank you. We also have what looks to be... Let's take a look. See, I'm trying to remember what the name of this monster is. So there's the Ceratinoth. Okay, there's the Ceratinoth that was a big herd monster. The males have giant spikes on their back, which actually act as lightning rods. It's very neat. And then these guys here, they are called the Dalthodons. They have it looks like they have these huge, like, they have a horn and a crown on top of their head. Kind of, it's actually very reminiscent of Baroth, if anyone here knows Baroth. It's very reminiscent of Baroth. Of course, the major difference here is these guys are much smaller than Baroths and also are not nearly as muddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't see them rolling in too much mud. They've got a lot of fur to be getting too muddy there.
Oh, this looks very interesting. There seems to be some birds on top of this sleeping Ceratinoth here. I wonder what kind of birds these are. I feel like, okay, the only way I'm going to actually know what these birds are is I'm going to have to do something that I hope that the World Wildlife is not going to be angry at me for doing this.
Well, the thing is, in order to document and protect species, we need to occasionally capture them without harming them, to study them and learn more about them. So you're not doing it in a malicious way or in a way that's going to hurt them, but we are finding more out about these birds.
It is all for conservation. So it turns out these are called Nothpeckers. These are birds that live in symbiosis with the Ceratinoths and are often seen perched on their backs. They use their plier-like beaks to pick away at old scales and feed on insects that have wormed their way into the cracks. In return for this grooming service, the Ceratinoths gives the Nothpeckers a place to feed and shelter from outside threats. It's a win-win situation for all creatures involved. That's wonderful. I'm glad that it's clear that here we have this wonderful symbiotic relationship happening.
I love how much thought has actually gone into all of the like ecology in this game. Like, so Monster Hunter World started it with the endemic life and with like having these species that aren't ones that you kind of hunt or like have to collect parts from, but they are a big part of the environment, and it's really lovely to like see that and actually have these bits of information about how they all like work together and live together.
Exactly. It's also particularly cool because it feels like in Wilds they kind of took that concept and just amped it up to 11. Because there are so many things you can find here that are just really, really interesting. Just interesting, like I was gonna say interspecies relationships, and then I realized that sounds much weirder coming out of my mouth than anything.
No, it's fine. I can see that Grandmother did ask if I like what are my personal faves from the endemic life in the Windward Plains. Now,
Ooh.
I don't know if we'll get to see my personal favorite, but there is a very, very rare creature in this zone called the Windrunner. No, not Windrunner, Windstar.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It is adorable. Let me just double check. It's Sandstar, not Windstar. I was getting all of the different little guys mixed up. But yeah, it's called a Sandstar, and it is a very adorable small blue mouse. So
oh, that's
we
so
may
cute.
see it, we may not.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, we might see. I believe, if I remember correctly, those primarily show up at nighttime during the season of plenty.
They are very specific to nighttime. I think they do show up more during the plenty, but you can see them in other seasons as well. So.
Okay. Oh, there's a little like grasshopper here. What is this little guy? Ooh, look at him. Can I capture him, I wonder, so I can learn more about him?
Yeah.
I did. Oh, it's an emperor hopper. That's interesting. Normally, I actually only remember seeing emperor hoppers in like a lot of the older games. It's pretty interesting. I believe that emperor hoppers were primarily like a G rank / master rank item you could get, but you know, that's actually another thing I really like about this game is it kind of removed the need to get a lot of like smaller, like super small monster parts like emperor hoppers for materials, but then they were like, we're not going to get rid of them, we're just going to add them back into the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's really nice. I don't know if you've seen as well with things like god bugs and bitter bugs. It actually shows like when you pick up their traces, the bug itself flies off. So we're not actually capturing the whole bug. We're like taking some of its products. It's whether or not you capture it with your like little net or like you just pick up those traces. I think it's really, really cool to see that like it continues to live on and just moseys on off.
I think very much specifically in the Forbidden Lands, they kind of accentuate this really cool, we're going to work with nature, and you know, it's kind of like a give and take type deal. So they're like, we're not taking too much, we're just taking exactly what we need and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's very neat.
It's really cool.
I'm gonna run over here. I think I saw some Taliaths here. I saw them walking, but they're not here right now.
They do tend to have a pack that chills in this area, but I'm not sure where they are at the moment, like you say.
They might have walked away. Let's see. I'm gonna get on here. Oh, you know what? I think I know where they are. Maybe. Do I? Oh, I do know where they are. I see them. They're actually engaged with a Chemitrice right now. Oh. They're engaged with that large Chemitrice that beat that other one up. Oh my goodness.
Very aggressive one.
It looks like they're trying to use their pack strategy against them, but it's not working. The Chemitrice is just way too big. Oh no, it looks like there's a casualty over here too, unfortunately.
I just noticed it does look like that Chemitrice there has a big scar on its tail. I don't know if you can see that, but like on its tail and on its side and leg as well. I do believe that is a tempered monster. So it is a hardened veteran of battles.
Well, I guess that explains why it won. Why it won that fight before. It knows. It's like, you're gonna try and come up against me. I'm sorry, but I have been around way longer than you.
Oh.
I think it spotted me.
I
No, we're not here to fight. No. Ah! No, this isn't. Oh my goodness.
So, about the Cumatrice's ability to cause fires.
Uh-oh. Ah!
We are seeing it firsthand, in close proximity.
Definitely very close proximity. You know what? I will try to just keep running away from this in a smart way so we can see as much about. Oh no, it looks like it's running towards you.
I think it's coming for me, in fact.
Oh no.
Let me see. Do we have any handy dandy bushes that I might be able to hide in? We do. Let me.
Oh. Would it be? Oh no, please. Oh, he's so large. He's such a large guy. Oh no,
He's
he's
really big.
Oh no, he might actually know. He is so hardened from fighting that he might know to actually just like burn the bushes away.
Oh, maybe.
Oh!
I'm not sure if these do provide sufficient cover, but I am currently crouched in a bush, so we will see.
Oh. Okay. Oh, please.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know, and it doesn't use just its tail when making fire. It actually also utilizes its very powerful beak. As you can see right here, it is definitely poking very hard. And what's also kind of interesting is I'm noticing it actually has two tusks on its it's got two tusks under its teeth, or under its beak. So that kind of makes me wonder and think that it might actually be an omnivore. It might eat plants, but it also might eat other smaller animals.
That would make sense.
Well, we might have to be careful.
Has quite bright plumage. Like, it's got very, very bright red and blue plumage on its tail, and I think some towards its head as well.
And it's definitely got that very large like crest. It's got that very large like crest on its head. And I'm assuming that, you know, the larger the crest, the you know, the more dominant it is amongst other chemetries. Okay, let's see if I can maybe lead it away real quick. Oh no, okay, I guess it's had enough of us. It doesn't like that we've run away. It must have thought that we were too hard to handle. Just doesn't want to deal with us anymore. Oh, I'm noticing where you are.
I was going to suggest climbing up here if it was still following us, because I don't know if it can actually get up here itself, but I'm glad it's left us alone regardless.
You know, this is actually a very neat spot just to kind of look out around here. It's very cool. Yeah, you know what else I actually... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it gives us a really nice view of this area in particular, definitely.
I think I've also noticed, if I remember correctly, this is actually one of the primary like resting areas for a chemetrice.
Yeah, there's two of these kind of cul-de-sac areas. There's another one quite close to here where like Doshagama, Cumatrices, and other monsters like to rest. And I know in the other nest, Rathians tend to use that spot as well.
I think it knows that we're in its home now.
Or it certainly will do in a moment.
Uh-oh. Okay, it is definitely not happy. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Oh!
There is a very special visitor that's just flown into this area as well. I wonder if these two are actually going to have a turf war.
It's quite possible. Also, what's very interesting is this Arkveld actually looks fairly small in comparison.
It does.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so afraid of what might happen right now. Oh, please don't do what I think you're going to do. Please don't do... Oh, nope. Okay. Never mind. Okay, it looks like the Arkveld got distracted and did not choke the chicken. Okay, good. I think it might be a good idea to run away, because this is a very vicious monster. All right, well, So we've now seen a monster that we're probably going to see in just about every single section of this docu-safari improv series we are going to do. Yes, you stay away. You stay away, Arkfeld. Well, we will see plenty of you.
Okay. Oh, there is an interesting element in this area of the map. I don't know if you are familiar with these flowers specifically.
Ooh, I think I might know about, but here, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
These flowers are very rare and they actually only bloom under certain conditions. So only during a night of a full moon will you actually be able to see these blossom and collect pollen from them.
Ooh, that's very cool. That is very, very cool. I also remember there used to be an exploit with these particular flowers.
There did, yes.
That is no longer in the game.
Yeah, these is it nightflower bloom? Their pollen is a highly sought after commodity, which some people like to exchange for other various rare materials.
Oh, very
Hence,
interesting.
people used to like to collect it and exploit the fact that you could essentially farm getting the pollen.
It's very interesting, you know. Besides just there being a lot of like wonderful animals in a very thriving ecosystem, there is also the human population that is part of this very interesting land, dubbed the Forbidden Lands. And we will definitely be taking a look at some of those human elements a little bit later.
Yeah, well, with being in the Windward Plains, we can go and visit Kunafa Village and actually see the locals there.
They actually have very wonderful food that I have personally tasted. It's very good.
Oh, the cheese, melted cheese, such a good delicacy.
Oh, here we actually have a specific type of plant found in the Windward Plains that is actually a trading item called Windward Succulent. I believe, you know, let's see if I can actually look up some stuff real quick about. Actually, no, I can't. There's nothing about the plants. I believe that this particular plant might actually be kind of like it may or may not be used in skincare.
Oh,
you know, kind of like I'll say kind of like aloe vera in, you know, real world Earthland. This might actually be used for kind of like sun protection because it can get very bright here.
There's actually 3 different varieties of this Windward succulent that you can find within the Windward Plains. Now, do forgive my memory, I can't remember what all 3 varieties are, but there are 3.
There are 3. That's all you need to know.
We can have a look later. I think we can definitely have a look. I know I've definitely collected some in the past, so in my item box I'll be able to see those and probably read the tooltips about them as well, because I think they do come with some tooltips. So let's see. The Windward Aloe, which is one of the variations, is it tells us the water stored within its plump leaves has saved many a parched traveler. So it's good for quenching thirst in the desert.
Oh, you know, actually, Grandmother said something about that. Very smart, very smart. Grandmother is super smart, by the way. Super smart.
Hell yeah.
You know, actually, I think this, after talking about that, it might be a good idea. Let's go take a visit to Kunafa Village.
All
right. Also, I'm probably just going to be riding, like, kind of slow. I'm not going to do, like, fast travel or anything, just so we can kind of see anything else going on.
No worries. I'm glad that we managed to slip past that Arkveld. They didn't notice us again and cause a commotion.
That's good. I'm very happy about that. Because, Arkvelds are a very interesting topic of discussion amongst the ecologist of the Monster Hunter universe right now, because for those who may not know, Arkvelds used to be extinct.
And they've only just come back from extinction.
And it's it's a very interesting case study of something having such a desire to live that they just unextincted themselves.
Yep.
So here we are now in Kunafa Village. As you can see, there are plenty of people who have like such a diverse culture. They have these houses that are actually all covered in fulgurite, which the locals here actually call wind chimes. And now it is said by the elder of this village that these wind chimes actually help keep monsters away. It's very interesting. I guess once the sand tide comes by, the wind chimes make a sound that scare away the other monsters.
It's a sound reminiscent of this area's apex monster, which is one of the reasons it has that kind of effect of like repelling the other monsters. Is it sounds so much like the apex that they steer clear.
That would make a lot of sense if I found out that the apex of the area was in the area nearby. I would want to stay away too, because it is a scary monster. Now, if we actually come in here, I believe we can come in here, and we actually have the elder here. It looks like this is the elder's house. What is our elder's name again? Oh, I can't actually talk to the elder. Well, that's interesting. I don't know the elder's name because it doesn't show me.
I think everyone just refers to them as like a respected elder. I'm not sure if we're ever presented with their name.
But usually, I believe in their culture, a lot of people will come here, they sit around in a circle, they kind of discuss, things that need to be discussed about the village. Occasionally, they also cook and have some food in here. As you can see, they have a small fire here in the center area.
I do say that grandmother did say it's Elder Ella.
Elder Ella? Oh, thank you. Thank you for telling us that. Ella is such a wonderful being. See if I can get a good picture here. It actually looks like her hat might be part of a Dalthodon crown, which is pretty cool. It's just another testament to people not exactly exploiting, more just living in conjunction with nature.
This person's clothing as well, I'm not sure if they're there for you as well, but some of the like traditional Kunafa clothing does remind me of the Cumatrice's feathers and everything as well.
Let me take a look. I want to take a little bit of a closer look. Pieces. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially because some of them also have, a lot of like feathers and whatnot. Let's see. Another thing that's actually pretty interesting about this village, which is also pretty interesting about the entirety of the Forbidden Lands itself, is they have another resource that they utilize for kind of keeping fires burning, called wyvern milk, which we have shortened it to be called Wilk, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. But it is a crystallized milky colored substance from an area that we will explore at a later date.
There is actually a couple of smaller Wilk caverns in this area if we want to have a bit of a closer look at it while we're on the Windward Plains.
That actually sounds like a really great idea. Let's see. I think we can actually get there. We can get there from here, I think. Let me see. how would we get there?
There's a couple of ways down. We can go via the oasis, or in that area at least, there's a couple of ways down towards those caverns.
All right. Yeah, let's head on over to the oasis. We can actually see another sort of sub area of the Windward Plains that is a much different type of ecosystem. It is not exactly like a savanna, and not really a rocky place. It's actually a full-on desert over here.
Mm.
We can actually see some other monsters, interesting creatures over here too. Which one of them I see one of them right now. Far away over here, we got a Balahara, which is a monster that actually is very reminiscent of a drill. Just kind of interesting.
I have been terrified many a time when I see them coiling up and coming charging at me.
Oh, they can be quite scary. Oh, wait, you know what's actually really interesting here? There is also a type of endemic life that is part of this section of the Windward Plains called... Oh, now it just went away, dang it. If you saw, there were these footprints in the sand, and I believe that the lizards that are here are called, like, footprint lizards or track lizards. But essentially, their tails, when they stand up on them, will actually make a footprint in the ground. And what's interesting is they can actually, I believe they can actually, like, use that technique to kind of get predators off of their trail.
They are track tail lizards.
Oh, track tail lizards. Very interesting.
Apparently, they typically travel in pairs to watch each other's back while doing things like drinking.
Oh, very interesting. Kind of makes me wonder. I wonder if maybe, like, a survival technique that they use is while they're next to each other, they try to, like, make it so that the tracks that they make with their tails actually just look like bipedal footprints.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
I would be surprised, but also not 100% surprised, because, you know, animals in this in the Forbidden Lands are definitely highly specialized and also pretty smart.
They have a lot of great survival techniques that they've honed over the years.
Well, it looks like there's a cave here. I believe this is the cave Mist was talking about. Let's go ahead and dive on in.
It's one of the 4, I believe, different ways that I'm aware of to get down to these kind of lower levels, which is where we can actually get into those Wilk caverns.
Oh. Now look at this. This is interesting. These rock formations here are very, very interesting indeed. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, we have an exquisite fossil. Fossilized opal. It looks like it's a fossilized, what is it? A fossilized, gem. And here it looks like we have a very large deposit of Wilk. Let's see. So it looks like we can get Wilky gemstone here. I'm gonna grab that real quick. So something that is going to be present in all the areas we explore, there is this sort of, like, the best way to describe it is kind of like a rocky, almost vein-like thing that goes through all the areas, and it provides the land with like with Wilk and with energy from the Wilk, so that it can have these amazing type of ecosystems that have several different seasonal changes and whatnot. And here we're actually, I believe we are at like one of the veins, or close to one of the veins, that's here in this area. I think I'm going the wrong way for that.
I can't remember exactly where it is. Oh, if you come here, it looks like there's an area that we can access only by diving, only by going underwater. That might take us to
Ooh,
a
let's
bit
do
more
that.
of the inner area of this kind of wilky mess.
Ooh, very interesting. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, so you can see like how much the wilk is growing in this area.
Mm-hmm. And we can also see there's it also, you know, works with the water, and it actually makes a lot of very cool little things we can collect that I believe are also used by all the people of the different land, or of the different you know, areas. Mostly for, like, you know, pottery and stuff like that. It's sometimes for fuel. Wilk has a lot of interesting properties about it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Gonna look over here real quick and see what we can find.
Mhm.
Do 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 do.
I think the wilk is like one of the biggest sources of energy in general for the people and all of the ecosystems here. Like you were saying, it does allow the ecosystems themselves to thrive and actually have the different seasons and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important.
I also have happened to just capture a very neat little monster called a, let me see if I can find it in here. A smoke shroud gecko. Lizards with luminous organs around their body. When attacked, they go dark and leave luminous material in their wake as a decoy while they make their quick getaway. From this observation, it can be surmised that it's not their epidermis that glows, but other substance stored in their bodies. In line with these habits, smoke shroud geckos can generally be found in dark and gloomy places. Which is kind of interesting because, you know, as brightly colored as Wilk is, it is primarily in a lot of dark places. Let's see. Let me look. Oh, it looks like if we were to head up top, we can actually see two Balahar together. They are kind of pack animals. So let me see. I'm looking at this right now. Desert-dwelling leviathans that use their supple serpentine bodies to create quicksand traps, weak against sonic bombs when they're submerged. Balahars are very interesting. Oh, there's 3 of them up there now. Wow.
Oh wow.
All right. Let me see if I can get myself out of here real quick.
I think going down here might be an option. I'm not sure.
Let's see. I'm going to head back up to the oasis first.
Okie doke.
Oh, it is so bright. Wow, okay, it's very bright. Wow. It got very bright.
Flashbang once you get out of the cave.
Honestly, yeah, it was definitely a flashbang once we got out of here. Let's see. Oh, so it looks like this... Oh, the Balahar is actually swimming in the sand right now. Wow. You can see this is truly its
how
area.
much they submerge themselves and how they travel through it like that.
Mm-hmm. This is truly like the Balahara's area. Like most, I think most creatures will definitely spend their time avoiding here, save for, you know,
Well,
the apex.
With this being the oasis, it's kind of one of the places that a lot of them will come to drink at least, but I don't know, I can't imagine they'd want to hang around for very long, especially with all the Balahara about.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, it's it's very dangerous to be in this area for too long. Let me see. Unfortunately, I need to be right back, so
Yeah, no worries.
I will be right back, chat. And Mist, if you would like to talk about anything, I will do my best to make sure that my camera is staying on you.
Sure. I'm sure I can find something to talk about. See you soon. In this oasis and in some of the other spots that we've seen with water, we haven't really talked about it. However, as well as the like endemic life and the helps if I actually go back over here where the camera is and don't just like wander off on my own. As well as the like endemic life and stuff, there is actually a number of fish in this game. Now fish don't necessarily always provide a lot of stuff for us as hunters and people that have come to kind of survey the Forbidden Lands, but there are some fish that do provide certain things for us. Now let's see if I can catch any of the fish here. You do get a fishing rod as part of being a member of the expedition. It doesn't look like any of these fish want to fight though. There is, once you've caught a couple of fish, there is an aquatic life field guide, which does tell us information about some of them. So, let me find one of the ones that actually provides some items that are useful to people in the area. One of those fish is called a sushi fish. It is a popular source found in many a hunter's pouch. These fish have very high nutritional value, not just in their flesh, but in their scales too, which is what we can actually utilize from them. They offer, this scrolls way too fast. They offer a remarkable range of benefits, including health and bleeding recovery and stamina boosts. Because of this, sushi fish are common prey for many aquatic species. They show a strong interest in emerald jitterbait. So with the fishing rods, we actually also have a number of baits that we can use to entice all of the different aquatic life that's present in the game. I know there's another type, the bowfins, I believe you can often find in this oasis area as well.
Oh, are you talking about the fish?
I'm talking about the fish, yeah.
The fish.
The fish.
Oh man, I remember there's the one NPC in Scarlet Forest who makes you fish a lot.
Yep.
It's so funny because like for a while in a lot of like previous games, like especially in like World and Rise, you didn't really need to fish all that much. But then they were like, okay, we're gonna make you fish.
Luckily it's not too much. She does have quite a lot of fish that she asks you to get, but once you've done that, she's not too on your case about fishing.
Oh, this is really interesting. Look, we got 2 Balahara here.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's actually the biggest one I've seen. Oh no, it is not happy that we're here. Oh my goodness. Oh! So what's kind of interesting about Balahara is that they actually have the ability to spit a mud-like secretion out of their mouths. And it is...
It's very kindly showcasing that for us.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Oh, I am also apparently hungry according to my character. Might have to do this quick little thing here. If I can get myself to a good area for it. I'm gonna just make a nice quick meal.
The Balahara does seem to have taken interest in me, so you should be safe to cook yourself something tasty in the meantime.
Oh, there we go. We are good to go. Nice food. Now I don't have like half of my stamina. It's great.
Mhm.
What's actually quite interesting about the Palahar is if you look at like the way its scales are, it's actually almost perfectly evolved to live here in the sands. Because it, you know, it can kind of, you know, keep spinning, and then that sort of helps propel it through the sand.
Yeah, you can see like all the ridges on it are formed in such a way as to like help that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ooh. I think one thing I would like to try and do, first. Oh wait, there's a Chatacabra here. Ooh, that's interesting.
Ooh.
The Chatacabra's come over to the into the oasis. It looks like it's trying to get a drink, but now it knows. It looks like it knows it's been caught and it's trying to get away.
Oh yeah, it's really running.
Oh no!
Doesn't want any part of the fight with these two Balaharas here. Oh.
Admittedly, I think we should probably take a note from the. Oh, there's an Arcveld over there. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna follow.
It's getting lively over here.
It is getting quite lively. I think it might be a good time if we return to base camp, because at least what I would like to do, if possible, we're gonna try and take a look at the environment during the season of plenty and during the sand tide.
Ooh, yeah,
I'll have to rest during that. Now, I thought maybe we would get a little lucky and see it during our time out here, but it looks like we were not as lucky.
Let's have a quick look, see how close it is. It is actually just about to turn to sand tide.
Ooh.
I think it's a minute or two away, so
Oh yeah, we
it
can
depends
stay
if
on.
you did want to wait for it or if you did want to change the time.
No, we'll wait for it just so we can see the effect.
It is a very visually stimulating effect. Whenever any of the seasons change, it's really, really lovely to see.
Mm-hmm. Definitely very, very lovely. Oh. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Had to type out something real quick.
No problem.
It's getting increasingly worse. Exercise
Oh.
caution.
Oh, it looks like it's about to happen. The weather's getting increasingly worse, according to Alma.
Oh.
What's gonna happen? Ooh.
I think we're gonna have a good view for this change in the season here.
Mm-hmm. If you notice, actually, over here at the wind's grasp, you can actually see that part of the rock is actually starting to conduct some electricity from lightning, which is actually very interesting. Oh, and now you see the giant sand cloud. Oh, chat, you guys are getting
And
to see the sand tide. Oh. Oh, wow. And welcome, chat. We have made it to the sand tide.
Amazing.
And look at how all this lightning is actually so focused here on the wind's gasp, which is what this mountainous formation is. Wow.
We just saw one of the effects of these Seratin up here as well. They act as little lightning rods. The ones that have these really large spikes on their backs can actually conduct that lightning and kind of take care of the rest of the pack, so the others aren't just being struck by these errant lightning strikes.
It's that's one of the like really great things that kind of helps keep the pack together is like the males, they have those large spikes on the back that kind of help protect everyone else. Now according to the log that I have here, it seems that we have the apex of the area that has shown up here.
Oh.
It's pretty far away from us currently, but it is here, so we may or may not see it. What's particularly interesting actually about some of these like large rock structures that kind of act as lightning pillars is when the lightning strikes them, you almost see these very interesting kind of like designs on them. Kind of makes you wonder like what those designs might be.
Yeah, especially when they light up with those lightning strikes.
And definitely got to be careful. Lightning will strike at any point, as you can see. Like right here, Alma just almost got struck by lightning. Almost. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke there. Almost, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think actually if we head over this way, we could probably get a better look at the Chatacabra, which is one of the smaller large monsters of the area. And it primarily likes to hang out in this rocky area with all the fulgurite. And there is actually a specific reason for this, which hopefully we'll be able to kind of show you. I can get close enough to take a look at it. So if you look at its arms, they look kind of spiky right now, but the other thing is Chatacabras have very long sticky tongues, and what they'll do sometimes, as you can see right now, they'll actually lick their arms and they put a sort of sticky mucus on it. And with that sticky mucus, they'll actually rub their arms around in the ground, picking up spare pieces of like fulgurite crystals and dirt to kind of reinforce their arms, to make them a little more, a little more formidable. It's a very interesting thing to see, especially when you are hunting them. As you can see here, there's lots of it's actually, the rocky formations are so interesting here because it almost looks like tree branches, but this is all rock. Kind of makes you wonder, how did this come to be? It is possible that some of this was actually formed specifically through lightning.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, given how like forked and everything it is.
See, there is another small species that lives around here that we may or may not see. These bugs called Balakchi.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what am I in combat with? Oh, speaking of Balakchi, there's one.
Yeah.
There's one right now. You have to be quite careful around them. They will try to jump on you and attack you, Oh. It's okay. Oh,
There we go.
wait, there's a second one. Oh. Oh, my cat is actually just actually murdering it. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Ah. It's okay. My cat is here to protect us. My cat is here to protect us.
Luna's got this. It's fine.
Let me see.
Do you want to take a trip to the Wind's desk to have a look at how that area is in this sandpile?
Yeah, we can take a look over there. Let me get on my my sacred real quick. Let's take a look and see what we got right here. I believe I'm going the right way, right? Or wait. Oh wait, you know what?
Pull out.
It's where the raid out is right now, yeah?
It is, yeah.
Okay. I have a camp right next to it. I'm gonna fast travel to it only because we have seen the other area, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
Yeah, makes sense.
Our destination is just a quick hop from here.
Why did it do that? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. So here we go. Now we're going to be getting deep into the Wind's Grasp area right now. Also going towards the primary lair of the apex that is now leaving. And if you can hear that sound, that's actually the same sound that the wind chimes make in the Kunafa village, which prevents large predators from attacking them. And that same sound is being made here by the apex of the area, the illustrious Rey Dao, also known as Lana Del Rey Dao. It's pretty interesting is like this apex, what kind of makes what makes it different from a lot of other large monsters in this area is while some large monsters have adapted to kind of deal with the lightning, the Rey Dao has not only adapted but has formed a synergistic relationship with the lightning. Oh, please no.
Yeah, it's kind of learned how to use it to its own advantages. Harness that power of lightning.
Yeah, as you can see, it does have what we would consider a very strange head, but it can actually form that head into a almost something kind of spear-like and turn its own head into kind of a railgun, and it'll take that lightning and discharge it out in a straight line, attacking with a very, very powerful blast that, you know, almost nothing can really stand up to.
It is very deadly indeed.
Let's see. You also notice, you'll see that it's got some blue parts on it. Similarly to the Chatacabra, it actually can cover itself in some of the fulgurite crystals as well as other parts of the ground. And it helps reinforce like its wing blades as well as its tail. From the Diary of a Hunter that I have read. Oh, okay, it is not happy with me right now.
Uh-oh.
But
I wonder if it'll demonstrate some of those railgun properties to us.
Oh yes, as you can see, it is shooting at me. As you notice here, after it shoots, it does have to cool itself down because while it is lightning and while it does work with lightning for its stuff, lightning is still a very powerful force that can't be fully tamed. You know, I'm actually starting to notice that this might actually be a tempered Rey Dao. Not only is this the apex, but it is a battle-hardened apex. Oh my goodness.
I do see some scars on it, so yeah, I think you're right there.
Ooh.
Speaking of tempered, we are actually soon to meet another even more formidable version of Rey Dao in the coming week.
Oh, that is going to be very interesting indeed. I am very excited to observe what the ecologists are calling the arc temper raid owl. You know? Oh! Ow.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
It's okay, I'm
That's
fine.
that deadly railgun, all right.
Yeah, that almost cooked my bacon. But luckily it did not quite cook my bacon. Let's observe what else it's doing.
So it almost like scoops the ground with those wing blades at times.
Mm-hmm. And it does want to make sure to utilize them in the most efficient way possible, like reinforcing them, but also in a sense, like making them stronger just to hit you with. This really is a creature that has utilized every aspect of its body to the fullest. And I mean, that's clearly why it's the apex, because it is, you know, it's done everything. It does not let any part of its body not be used.
Yeah.
As you can see,
The
sort
horns, the wings, the feet, the tail. It is a deadly killing machine.
And as you can see, actually similar to the Ceratonauts in the more plains area, it's got those kind of spikes that it uses almost like lightning rods to get its lightning. Let's see.
It is such a cool monster.
It really is. It's got oh, it looks like it's heading out. I wonder where it's gonna go. We might actually potentially see a turf war with the apex and another monster. Oh, it looks like it's actually near a couple of Ceratonauts right now. Now is it going to eat one of them, I wonder, or, you know, assert its dominance? Kind of makes you wonder, you know, how long did it take for this monster to come to be? You know, like, how much did it have to evolve? Because it feels like, similarly to something like a something in, you know, the real Earthland, similarly to, like, I'll say, oh, I ran out of stamina and I got hit. That's what happens when you talk in or not paying attention. If you notice, actually, sometimes when it shoots the ground, it actually forms these like rocky, brittle rock formations.
And these are quite reminiscent of like the outcroppings and everything that are in the area where we were looking at the Catacabra.
That kind of lends more to the theory that maybe those areas were actually formed by, you know, the lightning that happens during the sand tide. And as you can see, there's a ball of horror over here. It looks like it's hunting. Oh, ow.
Oh, we may actually get to see the turf war here. That Balahara is picking a fight with Raydal.
Oh, that might not be the smart. Ooh.
That
Oh,
one
Balahara,
strike
there's a
actually
reason.
broke its head.
Balahara, there is a reason why the Raydal is an apex here, and I think you just found that out. Ooh.
Oh,
it's
that
coming
surely
back.
cannot be the same Balahara. Does
No
it come
way.
back for more?
I can't believe this thing is so brave. I just got a free part out of it.
Yeah. I think that was another one because that one also just got its head broken. This time not through a blast, but just through the sheer dominance of this Raydal's wings and horns.
Yeah, it is quickly establishing itself as this is why I'm the big boss of the area. You know? Oh, and it's here over at the Oasis. Maybe it'll actually try to get a drink. Let's see.
It's
What it-
surveying the land for now, at least. But
Mhm.
yeah.
What is quite interesting is if you do look here far long enough, you will see monsters come and take drinks, sometimes even bathe in the oasis here. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It's
Listen,
being
I'm doing
angry,
nothing.
that's what it's doing.
Okay, it does not like me. Oh, okay, it doesn't like you. Uh-oh.
No, apparently not. So
Oh
you
my
can see
goodness.
it, like, just did some slightly smaller lightning shots rather than that whole, like, larger rail gun.
Oh, the
Is this?
third.
Oh, this is another Balahara.
This is the third Balahara. Oh no.
Oof. They really don't know what's good for them, guys.
No, they
I know
really
you're
don't.
aggressive,
They're
but-
maybe this Balahara thinks that because it's big, it has a chance, but you know, size is not everything.
Uh-huh.
Size is definitely not everything. Ooh.
One thing I love about the, like, well, I say love about those attacks is you can see how much it actually, like, it sucks in all of the light and it almost feels like the world dims when it's charging that up. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's kind of interesting. Maybe it has to do with the fact that, like, you know, whatever lightning is being generated on its head, you know, to fire that railgun is actually just making shadows everywhere else. It's very interesting. Well, also, one thing to remember is if, let's say you're a fledgling hunter, you've never hunted this before, do not try shock traps on it. It will not work.
No. Yeah.
This thing does not take kindly to shock traps.
It's due to it, like, being able to harness all that power of thunder and lightning. It just, it has, like, the same kind of relationship with those shock traps, so they aren't gonna work. Yeah.
You gotta be quite careful with it. Alright. Let me see.
Did you want to get to a safe place so we can check out the Season of Plenty?
Yeah, I'm gonna fast travel back to base camp real quick. Let's see.
I'll get ready too.
Now here's my question. Oh, I like how I go back to base camp and it's actually now coming to an area close to base camp. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't use this while environmental link is active? Aww.
Ah, that's
That's weird.
annoying.
Actually, hang on. Can you try coming into the camp real quick?
Yeah. I am in the base camp. Let me see. Do I need to be in the tent?
Yeah, try going into the tent.
Sure. I'm in the tent. It looks like it just won't let us.
Nope.
The season itself, it looks like in 10 minutes it is, so 10 of our actual minutes it is going to change, but I don't know
Well, what can I do
if
for you?
you want to do anything else in Sandtide for 10 minutes.
So what I would actually like to do right now, I'm going to check some of our charity resources that we have real quick. Because we did get a couple of charity resources, and I want to see if I can bring something up real quick. Hang on. No, not that one. Not that one. Okay, you know what? I'm going to look for do. I'm looking for a good video.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. There's quite a few videos I think WWF provided us with that tell us about like what they do, their missions, and how they help animals
Hmm.
and environments. So it's not just about the animals.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna actually I'm on their YouTube right now. So I'm gonna bring up a video real quick. So Chad, since we got about 10 minutes or so until the Sentai comes out, I'm gonna bring up a video, about a 10-minute video, only because I unfortunately need like a 10-minute break real quick before we can get to
no worries.
until we get to the Sentai, until we get Season of Plenty. Sorry, yeah, mine's all over the place.
Okay.
But we'll watch this video from the World Wildlife YouTube channel called A Daily Dose of Nature Savannah, which, you know, I felt was very appropriate for where we are right now.
That's perfect.
Okay, so let me start this video real quick, and I will be right back while this video plays. You can take a break too or whatever, but I will see you guys in a little bit.
weather is unrelenting. We'll just have to tough it out.
Hi everyone. So well, I can show you guys what the plenty looks like out here real quick just for 2 seconds. But this looks very pretty. I really wish I could have shown you guys the rest of this. I don't know what's going on with me today, but everything was fine for like the first little bit, but then I started sweating profusely and getting really nauseous. So I'm gonna call the stream here for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do Scarlet Forest and Oil Well Basin. I know I'm really behind on everything. I'm really sorry. I had put like a whole bunch of work into this. Like I made trailers, I done all that cool stuff for this. I'm sorry that, you know, real life was getting in the way and now my health is getting in the way. It's very frustrating. I'm gonna mute the Discord chat, or I'm gonna unmute the Discord chat real quick, but I want to thank Misty for being here. Misty, thank you so much for being here today and being kind of, you know, our wonderful co-host for today. I had a lot of fun doing this. I wish I could have stayed for this whole thing for today, but I don't know, my body does not like me.
Yeah, your health comes first and foremost. Like, thank you so much for inviting me, but like, please don't feel bad about this. Like, things happen and you really do need to take care of yourself. So if you're not feeling good, there's no sense in like just trying to push through it and making yourself feel really bad or anything. But like, all the work you've put into this has been great. You still have like a bunch of other days to do little bits. Like, if you don't manage to do all of the areas, then you can always do it at another time and something as well.
True.
So like, please don't put too much stress on yourself. Like, just try and feel better. Do have like a rest or take care of anything you need to do. Like, the most important thing is that you are taking care of yourself. So
with that being said, I'm gonna go look for somebody else who is streaming for World Wildlife, if I can operate Twitch correctly.
What you think we'll find?
Let me see if I can look for this. Virtually unstoppable.
It
Oh,
looks like there's 3 other people live in the tag right now. Yeah.
yeah. I'll raid.
I made eye contact with
Let's
it.
see.
I
I'm gonna
got
raid
those too.
Murgato, who looks like they're actually watching a documentary. International Palace Cat Day. Oh, that's kind of neat. We'll raid them.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for being here with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of stream format. I thought it was very cool. I'm glad Misty was here with us for it. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun, yeah.
And I'll let you guys know tomorrow what's gonna go on. I'm going to take Excedrin and I'm going to go lay down. But let's see. I think our Ray message is going to be let's see. I don't know. We'll have a very simple raid message. Virtually unstoppable raid. So
That works.
thank you guys for being here today. I love you all. And I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.